check.
Just a reminder to any of the parents that are supporting the teams with the drink coolers, they can be collected from the kiosk or the stand behind the main bleacher, and the coolers should be ready to go and filled up for your teams based on your pre-order. Take them to the match and then bring the cooler back at the end of the game. Please ask your team members to return the cooler. It will be refilled, ready for your match later on in the day. Coaches, we've got 3 minutes until kickoff. Referees, please make your way to the field. Referees. Bearcat Council, can we please have the ball boys report?
Good morning everyone, or good evening, or good night, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the International School Manila 2015 IASAS Soccer, or football. Again, depending on where you're from. My name's Steve Dodd. I'm going to do my best to give you some running commentary on the game here between Jakarta Intercultural School and International School Kuala Lumpur. This is the second game of the girls tournament this morning. Taipei American School just completed a win over ISB 2-0. And in the boys competition, which is played on the second field, there's no commentary on that field. But International School Manila, our home Bearcats, started with a 1-0 victory over ISKL with a fantastic 35-yard strike from Dan Conboy. We're about a minute away from the kickoff here. I'll do my best to go through the teams. ISKL in white, taking the field. They'll be playing from left to right. Jakarta in blue, just finishing their team huddle. The KL players are Stephanie Govertz, Ashley Munsami, Iona Stylianides from England, it's a very English name, Zaina Tubasi. They are the seniors. And then Chiara de Brabant, Claire Nang, Shannon Carlton's Charlene Strang, Lindsay Krieger, Kennedy Lewis and Andrea Handel. They are the juniors, and they have two sophomores, Alandra Moreno and Taylor Newbolt, both from the USA. And then Sophia Stallionides, looks like we've got sisters in the team, and Kaya McLeod probably. Oh, and then two more seniors at the bottom of the list, Jocelyn Lee and Maya Nazareth. So here we go, KL to kick off. I'll go through the Jakarta players in just a second. My commentary position is way up on a balcony here, and it's actually quite difficult to see the white KL numbers on the white shirts. So I might make a few errors there, but we'll see how things go. So our first touch for the Jakarta goalkeeper. Emily van der Poel, grade 10 from the USA. Nice kick up field. A throw in at left back position to KL. KL playing with a very deep sweeper. Let's see how long it is before Jakarta try and expose that by pushing a player onto the sweeper. Oh, that's a nice pass across now. Jakarta with a chance. Oh, that's a desperation tackle there by one of the two KL centre halves. I think that was number 16, Stephanie Kovacs. Those of you not familiar with Manila, it's just past 10:15 in the morning. The temperature's already exceeding 30 degrees centigrade and it's 100% humidity. So the games are 70 minutes, 35 minutes each way. They'll have a 5-minute half-time break. They'll play 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow, and then the final group game will be on Saturday morning. The teams will be positioned in just a bit of action there in the corner, expecting that to break down. Here's KL, player through, chance of a shot from the edge of the box, but cleared comfortably by the number 16 for Jakarta. Amalia Botrup. So on Saturday morning, after the last round of games, the teams will be ranked 1 through 6, and then in the afternoon teams 3 and 4 will play off for bronze, and then the championship game will be between the top 2 seeds. So very different to volleyball. Volleyball play an extra round of seeded knockout games. It's just not really possible in terms of the physical element for the football players to do the same. So every game is crucial here. I like to say that if you're going to challenge for gold, you can't afford to lose a game on day 1. So a win and a draw will probably set you up okay for day 2. A little bit scrappy at the moment. You can see right now in the field, pretty much except for the goalkeepers, everyone's condensed into about a 20 metre area, except for the KL sweeper as well, who I missed. She's that far back. There she is. There's a nice right-footed clearance, 40 metres down the field. And that's number 22, Ashley Munsami. I think she's pretty much got one job back there, to make sure nothing gets through to her goalkeeper. So KL seem to be set up in a 1-3-1-4-1 formation. 1-3-1-4-1, yeah, a little bit new to me. There's the first strike on target from ISKL. Nice right-footed shot from about 20 yards. A good through ball, comfortably collected by the ISKL goalkeeper. I'm assuming that's Andrea Handel. Very sorry to the family and friends of the ISKL number 7. I can't actually see a number 7 written in the program here. So she's a bit of a mystery. If anyone can get up here and let me know her name, then that would be good. She was the only player so far with a shot on target. Both teams just settling into the tournament right now. Not really able to put many more than 2 or 3 passes together before a turnover. And there's a left-footed attempt from outside the box by the Jakarta number 7, Kurumi Miyauchi. Yeah, excuse my pronunciation. I hail from the northeast of England, a place called Middlesbrough, currently second in the English Championship League, the one below the Premiership if anyone follows football in England, and a fantastic team they are. Beaten in the playoffs at the end of last season by Norwich City. Norwich City with that win went into the Premier League. Unfortunately lost at the weekend, I believe, against Watford it might have been. Not a lot to report on the game so far. We've just had 2 shots on target, one from each team. Both goalkeepers dealing with them quite comfortably. The game has pretty much been played in this middle 20 to 30 yards so far. There's a long pump forwards from the number 24 from Jakarta. Catherine Wadhana. Again, the KL goalkeeper looking pretty comfortable. Nice kick to the halfway line. First substitution made by KL. Shannon Charlenstrang slotting straight back into the centre of defence there. Got a corner now for Kuala Lumpur. Shannon's making her way forwards, caused a few problems in the box. Can't actually see who's taking the corner from here. We've got some trees that obstruct that corner of the field. Number 7 from KL, our mystery forward, causing problems, nearly got a head onto that cross. The ball drifts out all the way for a throw into Jakarta in the corner. I'd love to find out who the number 7 for KL is. If someone can find out, please. That was a great corner from Chiara de Brabant. Good right-footed corner. Foul throw there by Jakarta, so KL get the throw in. Ball's bobbling around in the box. Little pass for a shot. There it is. Oh, just failed to control that ball. That's a great through ball. There's a chance here. Offside given. From up here, that looked like a bit of a suspect call. She looked onside when the clearance was made. So Amalia Botrup, Ines Doltrup, Maya Hansen, Zoe Mack, Kurumi Noyuchi, Rode Tilson, Nora Trapp, Jada Jones, Yuji Chow, Emily Hallam, Jasmine Roman, Alison Taylor, Emily Vanderpool, Catherine Ward-Hannah, Vivian, excuse me, Vivian Pranetta Hannah, and Zain Shukurani. Jakarta players for today. I have no idea how this sounds up here. I've got no feedback at all. So, anyone watching in the school at ISM, if you can pop up to the third floor balcony on the high school field, above the bleachers and changing rooms, let me know how it sounds. If anyone more entertaining wants to come up here, someone like Mr. Dingrando or Mr. Coma, we've had in the past. Get rid of my drab, monotone, northeastern accent. Little break forwards now for KL. Out on the left side. Nice little pass back inside. But again, tidied up by the Jakarta defence. So those of you that watch a lot of football and wondering about the substitutions so early on, at IASAS events we have a rolling substitution. So any coach, any team can make a substitution as long as it's your possession for the throw-in, corner or free kick. You can't decide to make a possession. You can't decide to make a substitution when it's the opponent's possession. We got a second corner here for KL. The centre half Shannon going up again. Number 20 just settling on the edge of the box. Mysterious number 7 looks like she's making her way towards the goalkeeper. Going to cause the goalkeeper a few problems there. Assuming the Jakarta goalkeeper is Emily van der Poel. Nice clearance there from Jakarta, but straight back. And there's a cross come shot. Just wide of the far post. Goal kick to Jakarta. So again, substitutions happening thick and fast. Coaches trying to keep their players in the best possible shape. I think it can sometimes disrupt the game a little bit, making numerous substitutions early on. It's a tough balance for the coaches to decide between trying to keep players fresh and trying to lose a little bit of consistency on the field. A promising break from KL again. Looks like Jakarta defender number 11 there. Had a comfortable clearance. Rode comfortable clearance into the corner. But the third corner of the game now for KL. Jakarta haven't really threatened in the KL half of the field. Let's see what happens with this corner. There's a short corner and straight into the side netting. I'm sure Kiara will be a little bit disappointed with that one. She'll get back into her position up front. Try and block this Jakarta goal kick. Jakarta now with a little break. Venture into the KL half. Only the third time so far. Nice little pass inside. There's another shot just going wide. Comfortably shepherded out of play by Andrea. Oh, Ashley Munsami there with a dodgy pass to her central defender, and now lost possession. They got a chance here, a little turn inside shot. Oh, it could have been given a free kick. Referees allowed the game to continue, but not there. Not that one. That was a little bite back from the Jakarta goal. Kurumi for Jakarta looks like a little firecracker there, weaving her magic on the edge of the KL box. Unfortunately just got dispossessed. She looks pretty good so far. Looks like she could cause the KL players a few problems. Well, now there's a chance here. Again, Very nicely tidied up by Road. Cleared it out for a throw-in. I think Chiara de Brabant there, she could cause a few problems, just needs a slightly better first touch. Get that out of her feet and maybe take a shot on her left foot. But throw into KL. Little flick header from Chiara. Comfortably tidied up again by the Jakarta defence, and the shot goes out for a goal kick. Good chance here on the left side. Good tackle by Kennedy Lewis there. Put the ball out for a throw-in. Good control there and clearance by Shannon. Puts the ball up, but a couple of turnovers either way. Ball's now pumped back deep into the Jakarta half. And we're behind the trees. I can see the ball again now. Could be offside if it goes forwards. That's offside right in the corner. Chiara just getting a little bit ahead of herself there. Nice break here from Jakarta. Shot on target. A reasonable effort there from 20 yards. That was Nora Trapp who had the shot for Jakarta, about 20 yards out. Nora's the captain of this Jakarta team, her 4th year at IASAS, and here she is. Chance on the edge now with a shot on target. That's a good strike from the captain. Playing in her final IASAS tournament for football. She looks a little bit disappointed that she didn't catch that a little bit sweeter. I think Shannon took one right in the gut there. She's okay though. Comes in with a clearance. The game seems to be livening up a little bit now. The speed of play is a little bit quicker. You can see the players are spread out away from that 20 to 30 yard midfield. A safe kick into the corner from Ashley there just to alleviate the pressure. Now we've got a throw in to Jakarta. Shannon with a half clearance. That's not a great clearance into the box. That was clearly ball to hand. That's a great decision by the referee. We don't often get those in the Philippines. Of our local referees, anything that hits the hand will be an automatic handball, free kick, yellow card or penalty, depending on what the situation is. But that shot was clearly ball to hand. Nothing the defender could do to get a hand out of the way of that, and a great decision by our officials. There's another shot there from Jakarta, from Vivian with the left foot, attacking from the left side of the three forwards they seem to have. Mr. Peake, our athletic director, has drafted 8 officials in for today from the Philippine Professional Men's League. There are also 4 of them, I believe, are international referees. So it's great to have the best possible standard of officiating at IASAS. It really makes coaches and players feel better when they know that the officials are on top of their game. And it's clearly been the case this morning. Both of the games that took place earlier on, no comments, no negative comments whatsoever about the officials, only positive things to be said. We hope it continues for the whole tournament. It's nothing worse when you lose a game and you feel it's not entirely your fault. It's got a great opportunity now for Jakarta. A free kick on the edge of the box. Looks like it could be a left-footed shot here. I can't see the number. It could be the number 3. No, right-footed shot. Nice setup. Good set play, just wide. I think there was the captain Nora trapped there with a right-footed shot. Yeah, the game's definitely a lot more spread out now. I think some of the players might be finding this 100% humidity pretty difficult to handle. Sort of get used to it when you're outside teaching PE. Running and riding around the city. It pretty much feels like it's about 30 plus all year round. And the humidity's the same. Jakarta definitely becoming, or seeming to become, a little bit stronger now. The game's progressed. Free kick into the corner, nicely cleared by Shannon to leave a Jakarta throw in. We've got lots of ball boys, so the ball's quickly back in play. Ball boys, ball girls, I should say. Combination of both. Here's Nora Trapp again on the edge of the box. Sets herself on the right foot for a shot. Oh, that's a great save. That's a great save by the goalkeeper. Down with both hands just to push that ball away from the corner of the net. It looked like a certain goal from this angle. I'm sure Andrea Handel will be very pleased with the way she handled that shot. That's my first joke of the morning. Don't expect there to be too many more. I am Northern. So corner for Jakarta. It's a great right-footed corner. What a fantastic headed clearance there. Difficult ball to control again, cleared. Ball on the edge of the box again. Very scrappy in there, coming through to the goalkeeper with a very easy save. No one post there for Jakarta. You have your right field player coming in on that back post. That could have been a very easy shot on target. That's a threaded through ball from Nora, and again a good clearance. All four of the KL defenders seem to be coping quite well. Let's see how they deal with this throw in. Again, nice control, nicely cleared out of the box. KL now with a chance, a little bit of possession. Opening up in the middle of midfield there, great through ball. Looks like it'll be tidied up by the Jakarta centre half there. Number 11 Road getting across. Sending the ball upfield. Now they're a man short at the back, Jakarta. Amalia Botrup just scrambles the ball out of play. So we've got just over 6 minutes left of the second game in the girls round robin. Those of you that don't know, Taipei beat the Bangkok Panthers 2-0 in the first game on the main field this morning. ISM's Bearcat boys got a great 1-0 victory against KL. A fantastic goal from senior Dan Conboy, half volley from about 35 yards straight into the bottom corner. Spoke to both Coach Ailing and McGuinness after the game, and both very pleased. First time for a long time that ISM Bearcats boys have had a win in their first game at IASAS. Let's hope that run continues. My time at ISM, we've hosted 2 previous IASAS football tournaments. 2003, both boys and girls made their championship games, and actually both games finished in a very similar fashion, both teams losing 2-1. Boys lost to Kuala Lumpur with a goal scored with, I think it was only a minute and a half left, and the girls lost to Singapore again with just a minute and a half left, both in 2003. The girls coach for ISM, Stephanie Dodd, was then Stephanie Lynch. She found herself a fantastic husband. She still coaches the ISM Girls Bearcats, has done for a long time now. And her co-coach, Richo, they call him. Oh, there's a nasty clash in midfield. Both girls straight back onto their feet. Oh, you would not see that in the Premier League. One or both of those would still be down, rolling around, waiting for the doctor to come on, and then someone would be shouting at the doctor that they shouldn't have come on because now the player has to go off and we've only got 10 players and there's only a minute to go and we're losing. And that's Jose Mourinho. Will he be the next Premier League coach to be axed following Brendan Rodgers and Dick Advocat this week? There's a through ball, should be comfortable for the goalkeeper. Oh, she spilled it, but collected it well on a second attempt. There's something for the other coaches to look at. Is that a weakness? So Mr. Eric Richardson, Richo, actually coached the boys in 2003 for Kuala Lumpur. He was the Kuala Lumpur coach. I happened to be the ISM coach that year, and after beating them in the first game of the round robin, they turned the tables and beat us 2-1 in that final. Great final it was. I think it was over 800 people from Manila and the other IASAS teams watching that final on this very field. Back then it was all grass. It was actually grass and gravel. There was not a pair of knees that didn't come off the field blooded. Not a good surface back then. There's a foul throw there from KL. Not a good surface back then. This surface has been relayed just over the summer break. It's a brand new, I think it's 4th generation AstroTurf. It's fantastic. It's supposed to reduce the heat, reduce the burn, reduce turf burn, and very safe for rugby. It's specifically designed to make sure our rugby players don't get injured when they fall. So another break from Jakarta. Bit of tidying up to do at the back there. KL clearance and then a corner for Jakarta. Nora setting this up. Looks like it'll be an out swinger. Taken with a right foot. See the KL player, not one KL player in the box. That makes goalkeeping very easy. Not one Jakarta player rather in the box. There they go. This is going to be a mass scramble. Everyone going forwards. Does it pay off? Not quite. There's a very nice cross into the box there from Nora. Tidied up by the KL goalkeeper. I personally feel with those set pieces, when you have everyone running towards the ball, it always gives a little bit of an advantage to the defending team. So you can have players just running out to the ball. The defenders are running the way they want to go. And it just gives a little bit of an advantage. Attempted through ball there from KL. Oh, a smack in the face there for the Jakarta number 34, but she shrugs it off. The breakthrough here, she's got a one-on-one. Oh, defender's got across very, very well there. That's a fantastic tackle. Road got across fantastic well. She's got some good speed, that girl. I wish I could pronounce her last name, but I'm not so good with those Dutch surnames. Maybe one of my colleagues, Fran Howarth, can come up here and tell me how to pronounce that name. It looks like Road Thiegerson. I don't know. I wouldn't want to upset her family and friends by pronouncing it incorrectly all the time. That's a great little through ball there and a shot. Oh, first time shot. She really didn't need to take that first time. Looked like she could have gone through a little bit further. Great through ball there from her captain. And Karumi, I think, had a little bit more time. There's a half-time hooter, but the referees will continue to play until their injury and substitution time has elapsed. We don't get any signal up here. We could maybe try and change that. Be nice to get a little signal from the fourth official about how much extra time or injury time is being played. But a bit of a scrappy first half. KL certainly seemed to start off the stronger. Took Jakarta about 15 minutes or so to get into the game, and Jakarta since then have certainly had the best of the opportunities. I'm sure Jakarta would like to start the second half as they've finished the first. Most of the possession, most of the play inside the KL half. Kayumi there with a nice chest control. Unfortunately lost the ball with a pass. There's a good tackle, unfortunately no control. There's a half-time whistle from the referee. 0-0. KL versus Jakarta Intercultural School. "22 players jogging off the field. They're not that tired just yet. So we'll play the music, keep you entertained the half, and we'll be back with you in 10 minutes. 10-minute half-time break.